Be intentional. If you understand purpose, you'll be very intentional to raise intentional children. You will understand that you have to be intentional to inculcate some values, from spiritual values, social values, moral values, and etiquette. You have to be very intentional with those things, because you would know that there is these values will help those children to be able to relate well and be meaningful citizens of society. Now, for example, you don't just run to church. I'm going to break it down here for us, because this is going to be a lengthy one. And as I'm done with this video, I'll post it out immediately. I don't want to keep it, because today is a very special day for all women, right? For being bring spiritual value here, I'm talking about is the fact that you have to not just talk church, you have to act it out. The way you relate with people, your actions towards them. Your Christianity should not start from the door of the church. You have to play out that Christianity in front of those children. The way you talk to your spouse, the way you relate with them, the way you relate with other people. Do you have time to do Bible study together? Do you have time to pray? Or is it only when you get to church that you pray? You see, all those things are very important. You start it, it's a value. The next one is social value. How do you relate to other people? You have to inculcate those values intentionally into those children. Else, this you see, Alamajiri syndrome is what brought about Boko Haram today. Part of it, we are having Columbia and Cross River State. If it's not curtailed, so people are even Columbus in the house, right? You understand what I'm trying to say? We are not trying to undermine anymore that we are trying, but I'm saying we should do better and be intentional, because if you don't even understand intentionality of people's, how can you transfer that to your children? It will be an uphill task, because they will have to go learn it from somewhere, right? So emotionally, this children should have empathy. There is this part, something I observe. I think I taught it to a lot of boys. I realized that boys, as if they are not wired to be empathic. I don't know. So it happened that I had to start telling them, see, you start with your mother, not just me. If your mother is sick or she needs attention, don't just, or she says, okay, my head is aching, just forget about it. Empathy demands that you tell her, Mom, sorry. Next day, Mom, how are you feeling? I hope you're better. Try to look at her in the face. Then, little etiquettes, how to behave to people. Teach them, teach them, teach them. Ensure they watch the right movies. Ensure they read the right books. Because what you see, what you listen to, it's part of what forms those values. So, it's better you sit down and watch those things with them, and to know and to, let's say, scan the right things for them to watch. So that is number two. After your purpose driven, that's the first accelerated action. That is very important. Inculcate values that you would look back tomorrow and you'll be glad you did. You will sleep and your eyes will be closed, knowing that those children are representing you well out in the society and are not a nuisance. Because if they start being a nuisance, they will start it with you before they now go out to society, right? So you won't even sleep. If it tells me, ask David, the children, his children trained him. They will always train you in your old age if you don't train them well. So be intentional with that. That's the second accelerated action you have to do. Not just taking care of yourself. If you cannot take care of the cares of these little ones that God has given to you, I don't know. All right, I know you're doing very well. I'm not undermining that, but please do better. Don't limit yourself to what society have said about you. Don't limit yourself to people's expectation. I tell you the truth. One of the things I've observed in recent times is that the expectations of people are so high. They want you to be this. They want you to live your life this way. Yet they have not been able to lead themselves. You are the best woman. Lord, I'm here to tell you that you have more to yourself, more than this. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. Thank you. Bye.